Welcome back to my office. It's Terry Becker again, and my electrical safety learning lab behind me. Uh, it's Thursday night. Thought I'd get this post in after this week and some stuff today on LinkedIn and a webinar I attended specific to data centers and electrical hazards. And yeah, granted, there's some changes coming there with 800 volts DC, but um, just for clarity about risk assessment. Risk assessment is about a worker role, jobs assigned to them, again, hazard inventory, and in this case, an electrical hazard inventory, and then a qualitative risk assessment procedure, again, reviewing potential severity of injury, damage to health, and like occurrence. And there's standards that provide guidance on that. ISO 31000, ISO 31010, NCZ10 in the States, ISO 45001 in Canada. We adopted it as CSA Z462 45001. And then underpinning electrical hazards and risk assessment is NFPA 70E, CSA Z462, and again, some international standards that have popped up where NFPA 70E probably wasn't adopted. It wasn't adopted, actually. So I thought I'd just do a quick post. Again, that's the challenge. This might be part one of maybe several because you can't do risk assessment justice in 2 to 5 minutes. So I'm just going to show you something really quick, and again, in the electrical safety program that I provide my clients, it includes a very detailed risk assessment procedure and process. And this is a very simple Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, keep it simple, stupid. And at one point, I had a very complicated risk assessment process, which really was failing, and it never needed to be that complicated. So this is pretty dressed down. There's a 3x3 electrical hazard risk assessment matrix over here, a typical 5x5 example. And as far as overall, again, employers' risk matrices, they'll typically take into consideration more than safety. They'll have the environment, reputation, right, other items related to consequence that are evaluated. But obviously, for electrical hazards, we're only interested in the safety aspect. So again, I've created this specific 3x3 electrical hazard risk assessment matrix and created three severities. And I do have some quantitative values in here. Again, 50 volt threshold for the US. In Canada, we have a 30 volt threshold and a 60 volt threshold, 30 volts AC and 60 volts DC. Again, three severity levels. And severity is always typically medical treatment, right? So, and then like occurrence in this case is subjective as improbable, likely, and probable, and some quantification of this down here. So, again, just wanted to quickly, get a post out there with some preliminary information on a very simple qualitative risk assessment. Again, I'm concerned that we're equating electrical hazard risk wrongly by industry. It's not. Wherever we have power distribution equipment, it doesn't matter, right? At that point, it's high voltage, low voltage, power distribution, sub-distribution, branch circuit, and all the way down to a process-related power and control panel. Yes, for data centers, the owner will most likely own their outdoor high voltage substation, which could be 138 kV, 240. With 800 volts DC, they're going to put rectification in and have 800 volt DC distribution. So there is some, research required again with respect to abnormal arcing fault sustainability, which it will sustain, and then specifics related to incident energy and the arc flash boundary. And there's going to be an ongoing project this year. So, anyways, that's just electrical hazard classification, and things are changing at a fast pace. And again, a robust and compliant electrical safety program will have information related to electrical hazard classification. You'll keep it current. So again, I'll just end this post. Again, appreciate you listening in. I'll continue with these, posts and videos of what comprises a robust and compliant electrical safety program. So more on risk assessment to come. One last comment is a lot of LinkedIn information, unfortunately, is AI generated. I've noticed that in the last couple months, all these arc flash infographics coming up that are completely wrong mostly. And then some of the other chatter, like about an arc flash threat assessment. And in safety, using fear and anxiety and language that places doubt in the minds of workers is counterintuitive to what we want to accomplish with respect to life occurrence and human performance and human error likelihood. So just a little bit of a comment and more to come. And again, appreciate you listening in. And if you need some information with respect to auditing an existing electrical safety program or getting one from scratch, get in touch with me and I can get you, again, a compliant ESP up and running, again, following a defined project execution plan. And there'll be an upcoming post on how to develop an ESP following a project execution plan. Take care and be safe.